Dear viewers, this enchanting episode follows Aunt Hang's heartfelt visit to Truong's home, where Ly Tieu Nu's engagement revelation fills her with joy, sparking dreams of unity. A secret house project and Truong's prestigious award add splendor, but a mysterious call and a lurking figure weave tension. Subscribe and turn on notifications for the next captivating chapter, where love faces a shadowy test. The afternoon sun spilled a golden caress across the sky as Aunt Hang, a beacon of elegance and maternal warmth, stepped into Truong's humble sanctuary, her presence a soft melody that lifted the room's quietude. Ly Tieu Nu, her heart fluttering with shy adoration, greeted her with a gentle embrace, her voice a lilting song of gratitude. "Thank you all for embracing me with such love. It's a treasure I hold dear," she murmured, her eyes glistening with emotion. Aunt Hang, freshly returned to her homeland's embrace, had chosen to nestle with Truong for a few enchanted days, her soul brimming with anticipation. As she settled onto the worn yet cozy sofa, she turned to Tieu Nu, her gaze tender and inquisitive. "Where's my dear Truong, the light of my heart? I yearn to see him today." Tieu Nu's lips curved into a soft smile. "He's away, serving with the youth brigade in the village. His dedication never wanes." Aunt Hang sighed, her eyes tracing the room's simplicity. "This home feels so serene and cool. Tell me, my sweet Tieu Nu, have you found your rhythm in this life with us?" Tieu Nu's cheeks flushed with warmth. "I'm settling in beautifully. Truong's kindness wraps around me like a gentle breeze, making every moment a joy." Yet a flicker of concern shadowed Aunt Hang's face. "This space is so snug. I hope it doesn't burden you and little do away with discomfort." Tieu Nu laughed, a sound like silver bells. No, it's my haven now. I've grown to love it deeply." Their conversation drifted to the delicate threads of Tieu Nu's days, and Aunt Hang leaned closer, her voice a velvet caress. "What of your work, my dear? And how does your health fare in this relentless summer heat?"
Tieu Nu sighed. "Her fingersprossing, her tempel."
"I toil in the fields harvesting vegetables. It's a labor of love, though tiring." Aunt Hang's gaze sharpened as she noticed Tieu Nu's subtle wince. "Your eyes, my darling. How are they since your recovery? You must take supplements to nurture them. I'll whisper to Truong to seek a doctor's wisdom for a remedy." A spark of resolve ignited in her. "And this work, it's too harsh, especially now your sight is mending. I'll conspire with Truong to weave you a gentler path." Tieu Nu's brow furrowed, her voice a tender protest. "But Truong's calling demands such brilliance. I fear I dim his light." Aunt Hang cupped her hand, a soothing balm. "Hush, my child, we'll craft a role that sings to your soul. Trust in our love." As the afternoon wove its magic, a plan blossomed. "Let's fetch Douay together after this," Aunt Hang proposed, her eyes twinkling with delight. She turned to Tieu Nu, her voice a soft inquiry. "How fares your mother? The root of your strength?"
Tieu Nu's face glued.
"She thrives, tending the fields with vigor." Aunt Hang dialed her, the line humming with warmth. "Sister, how are you? I hear Mai's dancing toward her graduation. Such pride." Tieu Nu's mother's voice, rich with laughter, flowed through. "Yes, she's buried in books, and I'm out with the crops." Aunt Hang's smile widened. "We'll visit soon. Truong and Tieu Nu will join me, a pilgrimage of love." Her gaze drifted to Tieu Nu's hand, catching the gleam of a delicate ring. "Oh, what radiance is this? A ring. Has my Truong knelt before you? Tieu Nu blushed, her heart racing. Yes, he proposed. It's our secret joy. Aunt Hang's laughter rang like a symphony, her eyes misty. My heart sings. I'm overjoyed. May your love be an eternal flame. Just then a phone's chime pierced the bliss. Kien's voice, warm and eager, flowed through. Aunt Hang, come see the house I'm building. Your dream takes shape. Her eyes sparkled. I'll be there. Tieu Nu, refresh yourself. I'll return to your arms soon. With a lingering hug she departed, her spirit buoyant, unaware that fate held a tender surprise laced with intrigue. Aunt Hang arrived at the construction site, the air alive with the rhythmic pulse of hammers and the earthy scent of fresh mortar. Quien, a steadfast figure in his dusty helmet, welcomed her with a boyish grin, unfurling blueprints like a map to a treasure. And behold, this is the foundation: 3 bedrooms, a sprawling kitchen dining haven, a study, a welcoming living space, and a sacred prayer room, all aligned with feng shui's grace. Aunt Hang's eyes danced over the lines, her approval a radiant bloom. The kitchen, oh, it's a masterpiece, spacious and blessed with harmony. I adore it. Quien traced a beam with pride. The rough phase will linger as the cement sets, but the full vision should rise in 5 to 6 months. Her tone turned resolute. Ensure it's unshakable, Quien, and guard your health and the crew's. And please veil this from Truong and Tieu Nu. It's a gift to unveil their joy. Quien winked, a conspirator's delight. My silence is golden. I'll send you snapshots of every step to soothe your heart. With a nod, Aunt Hang lingered, inspecting a pillar, her mind painting Truong and Tieu Nu's future within these walls. Elsewhere, the 8th Youth Congress for 2025 to 2027 thrummed with vigor, Truong its shining star. He rose, his voice a clarion call, delivering a report that captivated the assembly. Our model shines in securing peace and nurturing rural growth. No forest breaches, crime dwindling, no trace of drugs or vice, he proclaimed, his pride a beacon. The room erupted, honored by Colonel Nguyen Tan Bin's dignified presence, a pillar of inspiration. Truong's brilliance glowed brightest, and soon, Comrade Din Van Duk stepped forward, a certificate gleaming. Truong, you're a beacon of excellence. Accept this honor, he declared, bestowing the award. Truong bowed, his gratitude a humble flame. Thank you. I pray we all carry this torch forward. The Congress closed with soulful performances, Truong's spirit soaring, oblivious to the love awaiting him. Back at the site, Aunt Hang paused, chatting with Quien about a decorative arch. It must reflect their dreams, she insisted, her voice a tender command. Quien nodded, but a worker's hushed report of a material delay cast a shadow. Quien masked it, vowing to resolve it, the secret now a delicate burden. Simultaneously, Aunt Hang's phone buzzed with a garbled call, static hinting at unease, but she brushed it off, her focus on the day's triumphs. The pieces of a larger enigma began to shift, a whisper of danger threading through her joy, though she remained blissfully unaware. Aunt Hang returned home as the sun dipped into a golden embrace, finding Tieu Nu gracefully tidying the kitchen, her movements a dance of serenity. "Tieu Nu, my darling, freshen up. We're off to gather supper's delights," Aunt Hang called, her voice a warm invitation. The door swung open, revealing Truong and little Duwei, their faces aglow with the day's trials and triumphs. Aunt Hang's eyes sparkled with mischief. "Surprise, my loves. I arrived yesterday, saving this moment to sweep you into my arms." Duwei squealed, darting to her with a hug. "Grandma, you're here." Aunt Hang laughed, cradling him close. "My precious star. How are you all?" She turned to Truong, her tone a velvet caress. "You've been a hero today. Take Duwei, my son. Tieu Nu's not yet a rider, so you're our chariot." Truong smiled, ruffling Duwei's hair. "With pleasure, Mom." The revelation of her early return wove a thread of delight, though a flicker of concern danced in her gaze, a secret yet to unfold. As twilight deepened, the family chose their beloved eatery, drawn by Duwei's adoration for its tender egg dish, a memory of past joys. The restaurant buzzed with life, the table a canvas of laughter and clinking glasses. Duwei, his tiny hands mastering a spoon, fed himself with a toddler's pride, earning a chorus of adoration. "Look at my clever boy," Tieu Nu exclaimed, her eyes shining. Truong chuckled, his voice a warm rumble. "He's our little miracle." The conversation flowed like a love song. Dreams shared, work recounted, hearts entwined. Duwei, though small, chimed in with sweet babble, his efforts to help a testament to his spirit. Aunt Hang's heart swelled, tears glistening. "Seeing you all so radiant fills my soul with bliss." She signaled the waiter, ordering a round of drinks, and raised her glass, her voice a tender vow. "To our family, to a love that binds us eternal." They toasted, the warmth a cocoon, as Truong leaned to Tieu Nu, whispering, "I shared our proposal with Mom. She's over the moon." The meal unfolded like a romantic tapestry, joy peaking as Aunt Hang sketched plans to visit Tieu Nu's family. "We'll journey soon, your mother and my will embrace us," she promised, her voice a lullaby. But midway, a waiter approached, his face etched with gravity. "A call for you, ma'am, urgent." Aunt Hang excused herself, her brow creasing as she listened, her expression shifting from curiosity to a veiled alarm. Returning, she forced a smile. "Just a misunderstanding. Let's savor this night." Yet her hands trembled, a silent tremor. Truong caught it, his instincts flaring. "Mom, what's troubling you?" She brushed it off with a laugh. "Nothing, dear. Our joy is all that matters." The night wore on, their laughter a fragile shield, but the call's echo lingered, a whisper of shadows. As they rose to leave, Duwei tugged Truong's sleeve, pointing outside. "Look, a man!" Through the window, a shadowy figure loomed, his gaze piercing, then melted into the dusk. Truong's pulse quickened. Could this tie to the call? He met Aunt Hang's eyes, her force calm a thin veil. "Stay here," he murmured, stepping out, but the figure vanished, leaving only silence. Back inside, he reassured them, though doubt gnawed at him. Aunt Hang drew Tieu Nu aside, her voice a hushed melody. "Guard this ring, my love. It's your future's promise. But stay watchful, troubles may lurk." The night closed with embraces, the proposal's romance tempered by an unsettling breeze, hinting at a tale yet to weave its drama. Later, as they walked home, the streetlights cast a romantic glow, Truong's arm around Tieu Nu, her head resting on his shoulder. "I can't believe Mom's so happy," she whispered, her voice a soft caress. Truong kissed her forehead. "She sees our love, and it's her dream too." But as they neared home, a note fluttered to the ground, a cryptic message. "The ring draws eyes, beware." Truong's grip tightened, his protective instinct surging. Aunt Hang paled, clutching the paper. "This can't be coincidence," she breathed. The family huddled, their love a fortress. Yet the night held secrets, promising a chapter of passion and peril.
Was completely beyond me. I hoped that week would help me heal. After 2 years of caregiving and trying to keep my business go at the same time, I felt like a burned out survival of war. I was just making time until I could join Jack. After all, at 54, what did I have to looking forward to? The future was black. The waiter approached my table asking if I needed anything. To my surprise, I said, yes, if you know anyone here who is a recent widow or widower, I would appreciate talking to her or him. Again, to my surprise, she told me about Phyllis, a spouse health